Hey, this is Dr. Tenesha Wards with Infinity Wellness Center, and I'm coming to you live from our new office. This is my first video done in our new office. We're super excited and grateful and happy to be moved in. It's been a process, but we are really, really happy. I want to talk a little bit about what we're seeing in the office right now. We're seeing a lot of autoimmune cases come in, and I have a couple thoughts of what could be causing some of the specifically thyroid autoimmunity, which is also called Hashimoto's. We don't really know the cause. Like, nobody absolutely knows the cause of Hashimoto's, but we see it a lot after pregnancy. We see it a lot during or after menopause, and we see it a lot after major stressful events where we know the adrenals have been stressed. So I really think we're seeing this a lot of from people being under severe amounts of stress for the last few months. So their adrenals are, overreacting. They're dealing with a lot of adrenaline, anxiety, fight or flight, and the thyroid's, trying to balance that, and it's causing such an imbalance and an inflammation in the thyroid that the body thinks it needs to attack it. The body's doing exactly what it's supposed to do in something like autoimmunity. It sees inflammation and it attacks it. What happens in an autoimmune disorder, though, the body's also attacking the healthy, good tissue of the organ or the gland, and that causes a problem. The thyroid gland can no longer regulate things like hormone levels, T3 and T4 levels that help manage things like our metabolism, our energy, our immune system. And so the thyroid is very, very, very tied to the immune system because of the iodine from the thyroid, which is antiviral, which is super important right now, antifungal, antibacterial. So we want that thyroid functioning the way that it should. Signs and symptoms of autoimmunity we see specifically with Hashimoto's thyroiditis is it could be weight gain or weight loss, hair loss, low energy. Mostly we see weight gain over weight loss, but we also see mood swings. So when you have Hashimoto's, the thyroid can't regulate the thyroid stimulating hormone and the T3 and the T4 properly. We could literally run somebody's blood on Monday and they could look hyperthyroid, and they could feel manic and anxious and irritable and can't sleep, and their mind is racing. We could run their TSH on a Wednesday of the same week, and they could feel fatigue, and the TSH could be high, showing hypothyroidism. They could be fatigued, sluggish, sleeping all day. So they kind of go up and down like this. That's a big red flag with Hashimoto's. A lot of Hashimoto's patients have actually been diagnosed with bipolarism, interestingly enough. So sometimes Hashimoto's looks like that. Other times Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is just inflammation of the thyroid, looks completely like hypothyroidism. Most hypothyroidism cases are actually Hashimoto's. So they could just look fatigue, weight gain, puffy rings around their eyes, like a real puffy face. I can almost see a patient walk in with Hashimoto's because there's just like a big inflammation in their face. So if that's something that you're dealing with and think it could be a reaction from the stress of what's been going on in the world, let's check it out. Let's get you tested and see what we can do to bring that inflammation down and regulate your levels. So hopefully that helped clear up a little bit about what autoimmunity is. I'm Dr. Tenesha Wards with Infinity Wellness Center.